They test the market. They see what
People are
market likes,
yeah.
what they respond. It's like a sampler, right? You build off of that single, and then you deliver the album. What indie artists do, they just drop all the time,
Projects, yeah.
and they drop whole projects, and then by the time they get to me, they didn't blew their budget, so they don't have $100, or not even that they don't have it. They blew their budget, so it hurt. Their pockets hurting.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang, I gotta come out another thousand. But it's like, yes,
But this will get you.
this will get you where you
If
want
you
to
started
go.
this in the beginning,
Yes.
we're gonna get
So what I tell artists is dig deep. It's time to do this.
what they say in the church: dig deep in your pockets and your budget.
It's time, because if this is what you really want to do, back to
Yeah.
what I said earlier, you got to be obsessed about it.
Yeah.
You're going to make mistakes, but you have to be, if you really want this, you have to be obsessed to a certain point to be like, okay, it didn't work. All right, but I'm going to listen. I'm going to try something new and make it happen. But, a lot of times I'm not there, talking to them every day.
Yeah.
They got somebody in their ear saying, stay in the studio, keep recording. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
If you do not have a fan base to offer this much music to,
Who are you recording? Yeah. Who are you branding to? Like, who is your marketing?
exactly, it's like
going on.
It's like, if you feel like you're talented, I give artists the example of having a restaurant. If you have the best steak ever, and you spend all this money on gold silverware, right? The whole ambiance is perfect, but you have no customers. You just do it because you love it.
Yeah.
That's what artists say to me every day. But you have spent 20
You're
grand.
exhausting yourself.
Do you want to know the highest budget I've ever came across that
I'm
people
scared.
blew? I want to get a
I'm
few
scared. Like
yeah,
10?
like how much like they spent on like recording, not marketing, just recording music.
Like 5? Is that low?
Like in a just a sum of money that they spent in a course of a few years, or a project, or just 50. Okay.
Well, damn, my number was way too low. Clearly,
Well,
that
it's
didn't
just,
work
I mean, it's a guess.
like 20.
20, ma'am.
Yoshi,
What do you think?
75.
What I've come across the most that an artist has spent is 125.
I'm not spending.
Let me tell you how it was broken down.
I'm not spending.
This artist said that it's a female artist, no bias to females. It's dudes way worse. It's more 50s in the dudes. It just happened to be a female with the 125. She says that I worked with Grammy Award winning producers. I worked in the best studio. This is, again, the gold silverware thing. This is the Wagyu beef steak.
I did
level.
this.
This is the king crab,
It's like, so where's your
level.
music at now?
And she hit about like 30,000 streams.
With those award-winning producers?
Because that don't make your career.
But it's the fact that people believe
They
that.
believe it.
Even with just, especially with, I feel like with rap, because of the
R&B.
the thing with tags. It's like when you hear a producer tag, it's like, I need to work with that producer. That
Yeah,
producer is
man.
gonna get my music where I need to get
I just wish we as a people was just smarten up a little bit. Like,
I'm glad you said it, because I be wanting to
Man,
say on every episode, like, are we not reading anymore? Are we not doing due diligence?
and that's
are we
why I
not
said
researching?
I didn't want to be super controversial on your podcast, but it's not going to
No,
affect
this
me in a
isn't
negative
controversial.
way. It's not going to affect me in a negative way, because my audience already know I talk like this. But we need to stop calling ourselves kings and queens for a bit. We got to stop, because we not that right now.
But that's not controversial. I think controversial topics be things that people are
mean,
purposely trying
I
to
don't
discuss
know.
to stir up the pot.
I don't know. Like, somebody might not like that.
But I
what
feel like
just
it's the
said.
intention behind the podcast.
The message is,
Because this message like
message
today
is
is if
we
you want to
suck
get
right now.
if you
I don't
have
like
an idea and you want to get somewhere with whatever your idea is, then there is a sense of due diligence one should want to do to A, be better at the craft that you're getting into, and then to
Yeah.
be more mindful of the market that you want to sell to, especially with where social media is now. There's no way you're on social media, you're seeing other artists, you're seeing other producers, other creatives, other talents. You're seeing how they're putting out their themselves, their brand, their merch,
Yeah.
whatever. It's like there's no way you can see what that looks like, and you've seen their journey or what have you, and think to yourself like, oh, okay, all I really have to do is this.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you like. How do you think they got to that point? Like what? Like let's say it's merch. It's like, well, who are their suppliers? You have to research suppliers. You have to research
But our
changes
people
in market.
aren't really in it for the business. They're in it for the clout and just
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They're in it for
To go
after
viral.
you make it, what do you get?
Yeah.
And a lot of our people get sprinkles of that and they run with it. Like, I mean,
It's crazy.
I'm very like a raw kind of. I'm in a raw energy right now. But like, if you got somebody from the hood or just a rapper that, you know, he's a man. So what is he gonna want? He's gonna want attention. He's gonna want women and money. Okay, if he can get that by just having a hood anthem, he's satisfied.
Yeah, very
So
content.
a lot of that is, well, I'm already getting, you know, all the girls in the neighborhood already. I'm already hood rich. I'm already walking around with $10,000
Yeah.
in my pocket when people ain't got 50 cent. So I already feel like a king,
Yeah, I
quote
got
unquote.
something.
So I don't really have to do what you say because I already feel like I'm
already
the
there.
dude. I'm already
I
there.
don't need you to help.
I don't need you.
Yeah.
So that combative attitude, it hurts us because on the other end of that, you have people that don't look like us take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Because how do you stun on your people? You got to go to somebody that don't look like you to get the jewelry, to get the cars, to get all that stuff, to then just
Come back in your neighborhood and start acting
and stun on your
moving
own
weird.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a constant cycle. So when I tell them like, hey, you know, you don't have to spend that much money to become this thing.
Yeah.
A lot of times they need therapy because they be saying, "Oh, I need to get this off my chest. I need to record. I need to record." If you in that much pain, weed ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Drink ain't gonna do it. Music ain't gonna do it.
All of the distractions are not going to do it.
You need some therapy.
Yeah.
Because let's say after the therapy, do you really want to rap? Is this really your passion or you just depressed?
Yeah.
Because depression can warp stuff, you know, to where it's like, well, I'm depressed, but I just had, you know, this sexual encounter with a couple of girls in the hood. Now I feel better, but you got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I just had something from Cali I'm smoking on, and it's great. But you got to do it again, and you got to pay for it over and over and over, and you never get to a point where it's like I'm good. You know what I mean? Those are majority of my clients, and I try to get them in just another state of mind, but that's just hard.
That's very
Hard, and it's especially hard when their goals are not necessarily mine. Like I don't want none of that stuff.
Yeah.
I just want, you know, a successful business. They want the money and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So it makes it complicated, but
But I like that